Okay, in this video guys, I want to give you a demonstration of our latest web part called the App Launcher, available in 2.4.0. So I have my little test environment here and I've just deployed this latest update. And so the App Launcher is really about being for IT or whoever maintains the intranet to be able to define a list of central applications that anyone in the organization would use on a day-to-day basis. So it might be a link off to your payroll system, it might be a link off to Citrix, it might be a link off to MailChimp or whatever it might be. All these applications that people don't, they forget about the URL and how to access them. So to have something on the home page that allows them to easily navigate off to those commonly used applications can be a real bonus and a real way to drive adoption to your intranet as well. So let's see how we can figure that up. Once you've installed 2.4, you will get a list automatically behind the scenes called App Launcher. All right, SharePoint list, and this is where we go through and define all the relevant settings. So let's go in and add a new app. So in this, I have some icons that I've prepared here as well. So what I'm going to do is just going to drag some of these in. So I'm going to say first icon that I want on the screen is I want it to be this little rocket one. So I'm going to drag and drop that on there. And this app I'll call application 1. Okay. The sort order, we want this to be the first in the list. This question here is it mandatory? Do we want everybody in the organization when they log into the intranet to have this application? So a HR system, if that's what everybody in the organization needs access to, then that's an example of an app that would be mandatory that you would want to sit there. Do we want to open this up in a new window when people click on it? Or do we want it to open in the same window? If it's the same window, we'd tick this box. So we're assuming that most often when you want to link off to an external system, you would typically open that up in a new tab. All right, and what's the target URL of that particular application? Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to say it's, just for simplicity's sake, we'll just put it as google.com. All right, you would obviously put in the application URL of where you wanted it to go, and I'll click on save. There's application 1 that's gone in. And the next one I'll add is maps. So I'll drag and drop this one into here and I'll say Google Maps. This is number 2 and it's maps.google.com. Save. And let's say the next one we want to do is support desk. Sorry, let's add new item. This one is support desk. So let's go to support desk. It's number 3. This one's not mandatory because not everybody uses it. So let's go Zendesk, for example, .com. Save. Let's add another one. And let's call this one OneNote, for example. Not mandatory, and the location for that is office.com. Click OK, and let's do another one. This one can be 050.com. Let's put a link off to, this icon looks a little bit like Instagram. So we'll drag and drop that one into there. Instagram. It's not mandatory. Okay, you get the idea. We've added a couple of applications there. We've got 6 applications. Okay. And I'm just going to head back to the home page now. Let's expand this back out. And if we edit this page, what we want is up that top right hand corner is that we want to see all the applications. So let's click on add a web part. And in the Sproket folder, you'll see a new web part here called App Launcher. Let's add that web part to the page. Okay, and let's save the page. All right, so now you can see these apps are starting to come through, and we can click on this plus button to add apps. So if we just go back, these 3 applications are the mandatory applications that everyone will be able to see and nobody will be able to remove. But I can click on add apps, and this brings through all the other non-mandatory applications. So me as a user, if I utilize the support desk application and the OneNote application, then I can simply click on the plus of both of those applications and click on done. So now whenever I come to the home page, I'll see a list of all those applications there ready for me to click on. If I click on Google Maps, for example, it'll take me off to that particular tab. One other piece of functionality that we've put in is under Sproket settings, you can configure the app launcher. So if we click on this, we want to turn this on, show app launcher in Suitebar, and click save and save again. And now up in the top, we'll have this little apps menu where we'll be able to see these applications coming through as well. So if we are down at another area of the site, down at the collaboration area of our system, then we can click on apps and we'll see those applications there. We don't have the ability to maintain those applications from this view. That's all done from the web part. Okay, so just coming back to the web part, if I wanted to change that, I can now get rid of support desk and I could add Instagram, for example, and click on done. And now when I expand this out, instantly we see the relevant applications that we've included. All right. We hope you like this update, and if you have any feedback, please email us hello@sproket.co, and if you have any more feature suggestions, drop us an email as well. Thanks for watching.